Do you think the biggest rivalry in sports happens on the field or the court? Real Madrid versus Barcelona. Messi versus Cristiano Ronaldo. What if I told you that the greatest rivalry in sports happens behind the scenes, in factories, multi-million-dollar contracts, and marketing campaigns that shape generations? Today you will discover the story of the silent war between Nike and Adidas, a battle that began nearly a century ago, divided families, conquered athletes, and turned sports into a billion-dollar business. But before we begin, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell because what you're about to learn will forever change the way you see these two brands. Our story begins in 1920s Germany with two brothers, Adolf Dassler and Rudolf Dassler. Together, they founded the Dassler Brothers Shoe Factory, a small sports shoe company. But during World War II, everything changed. Political tension, jealousy, and ambition tore the brothers apart. Rudolf left and founded his own brand, Puma. Adi stayed and created Adidas, combining his nickname Adi with the first three letters of their last name. Der Result? Two rival factories in the same town with families that, to this day, rarely speak to each other. Herzogenaurach became known as the town of bent necks because people would look down before greeting someone, just to see if they were wearing Puma or Adidas. While Europe witnessed the rivalry between Adidas and Puma, something new was happening across the Atlantic. In 1964, Phil Knight, a college runner, and his coach Bill Bowerman began selling Japanese running shoes. They wanted something different, lighter, faster. That's how Blue Ribbon Sports was born, which, in 1971, would change its name to Nike, inspired by the Greek goddess of victory. The first logo, the now iconic swoosh, was designed by a student for just $35. No one could have imagined that this simple curve would become one of the most powerful symbols on Earth. In the 1970s and 80s, Adidas ruled the world. When it came to soccer, they were unbeatable. Pelé, Beckenbauer, Johan Cruyff all wore their three stripes. Adidas was everywhere at the World Cups, the Olympics, and even on movie screens. Their classic style became street fashion. But while Adidas conquered the fields, Nike had its eyes on the courts, and saw an opportunity that would change everything. In 1984, a young player named Michael Jordan was about to enter the NBA. He wanted to sign with Adidas, but the company refused, thinking he was too small for a global contract. Nike saw the opening. They signed him and launched the first Air Jordan. The shoe is banned by the NBA, which only made it more popular. Every pair sold told a story of rebellion, talent, and victory. Nike didn't just sign Jordan, they captured an entire generation. From that moment on, the game changed. Adidas was tradition. Nike was emotion. Over time, the rivalry took on new faces. On the soccer fields, Cristiano Ronaldo became the ultimate symbol of Nike, while Lionel Messi embodied Adidas. In basketball, LeBron James and Kobe Bryant carried Nike's legacy. In track and field, Adidas had Usain Bolt, the fastest man alive. Every sports event turned into a marketing battlefield. The two companies compete not just for athletes but for attention, technology, and cultural dominance. Did you know that in 2006, Adidas bought Reebok just to try and catch Nike in the US? Or that Nike's slogan, "Just Do It," was inspired by the last words of a death row inmate? And that Adidas once used kangaroo leather in their soccer shoes, sparking protests from environmental activists worldwide. Their war is fought even in the tiniest details, from shoelace designs to stadium sponsorships. Nothing is by accident. In the end, Nike and Adidas are much more than companies. They're symbols of ambition, resilience, and style brands that tell stories and create heroes. Now I want to hear from you. Whose side are you on in this battle? Comment below, #Team Nike or #Team Adidas. And if you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, subscribe, and share it with that friend who never takes off their Nike or their Adidas.